Hello, good evening. Nice to meet you again. As you can see that I'm a little bit mazed today, mazed because there's not much thing to do and there are still many tasks to complete. And I usually make this video in the morning, but today I make it in the evening and I almost sleep. Probably I want to sleep after this because it's almost 10 o'clock and I want to make a habit that I sleep you know before midnight in so it can make me become healthy because I usually sleep I was sleeping in the after midnight, so of course it's not really good for my health, physically and mentally. So now I want to decide to make a good change to myself for my habits, and I can enjoy my day better and have more energy to accomplish many tasks, and to interact with people and going to the class to take a course and another stuff that needs energy to do. And then what happens with my life nowadays, there are not much thing interest, but I want to share a good news for you that today I passed my second examination from to scholarship in English school in Paris here. So if I doing well in the last selection, which is will exhibit tomorrow in the morning in the 9 o'clock, and I hope that I will going well. Then if I pass it, I can learn English for month for free, excluding my rent place and my foods and another life's bill, but it's free still to learn for months. And then probably after graduate from the scholarship, I have a chance to become a tutor, English tutor, which is good, of course, to improve my English skill. Because after many years learn English, I want to make a big step from a student who learn the language into a tutor who teach the language to the students. And also, of course, is make money because at this moment I'm almost 30, and that I need to make sure that I'm comfortable enough to pay my bill by my own without spend most of my savings, because I save a little money when I farm in the village. Then I have a time to learn the language to improve my skill without working at this moment. But it can happen for a long time because I need make money for living, obviously. And then I hope this become big stakes tomorrow, and I hope I pass it. And then actually I don't accomplish many things today, but yeah, I still doing a writing to my story. It is about my village. And actually for first time, basically I want to make this story only about 5,000 words because it is a short story. But it turns out that the story become longer than I expected. It expanding the story, and then probably is become like 7,000 words. But I think it's a great because it's almost like a novel. It's not a short story anymore. But I guess I still call it a short story because I want to gather the short story become a book, and then I can submit into publisher, which is I probably already said it to you. I already shared this information. Yeah, from a scholarship that I applied. That I am also already told you about this, that I took a test in IELTS and TOEFL ITP, and that's both of them, and then I'm great. I'm passed the score probably. Then I have a chance to doing interview tomorrow with a Zoom up. At this moment, also I read a book from Indonesian language. Because and at this moment I learn English very much from podcast and a book, and but something that I want just to enjoy myself with my native language, which is I understand very well. But actually, Indonesian is not my native language because when I child, I don't speak Indonesian. We speak Melayu language, which is a little bit different with Indonesia, but with a similar roots. Probably when you compare in Indonesia and Melayu, you can compare it between Portuguese and Spain, probably because they are pretty much similar, and they, between Melayu and Indonesia, we not really hard to learn. And if you speak Melayu, probably you can understand Indonesian because Indonesian spreads more widely than Melayu. But when you speak Indonesian, you don't speak Melayu. But mostly Indonesian people are bilingual because Indonesian not really their native language. Their native language or what you say is traditional language, tribe language, because um, in the Java, people when they are born, they speak Java in their neighborhood, in the home, in the family, in the society. But they learn Indonesia when they come to school because it's a formal language, which is it's only founded in 1928, and they just not even 100 years old, like the language of Indonesia. So it's very new language, and I guess it's this why the language become easier to learn because it's just new language, so they are not have don't have a complicated grammar like let's say like English or Arabic, because Arabic quite complicated, but for me it's more easier to learn than English, probably because there are some vocabulary that's similar between Melayu language and this Arabic language. But with the English influence in the world today, we know that in Indonesian language there are more English words come to Indonesian language. And if you open the KBBI is like Oxford Dictionary for English probably, and then you will see that many words that come from English. Before that, many words in Indonesia come from Arabic words, but of course there are more Arabic words in Indonesian vocabularies than English, I guess, because Indonesian language was born from Melayu language, and Melayu is kind of their culture very immersed in Islam as religions, and then of course the language very influenced by the Muslim society, mostly from Arabic. So that's why many Arabic words in Indonesian language today. But I think in the future it will be replaced by English language. And then at this moment also there are rising influence from China, and my guess is in the future Chinese language will also have a big influence into Indonesian language, because if we see from a history perspective, Indonesian language don't really have their own words, their own vocabularies, but they are more a take from another countries or another civilization like Arabic, like Chinese, and then also come from English, and also from Dutch, because we are colonized by Netherlands for a long time, and so they have influence too in the Indonesian language. I guess is this because Indonesian is like traits. They are Indonesian influenced by many civilization because they are geographically very unique, because they are between two continents, as you can see that Indonesia between Australia in the south and the Asia continent in the north, and then also from Pacific into India. So when people want to cross Pacific Oceans into the Indian Oceans, like if China's or Japan and South Koreans want to have a trade by sea with another continents like Africa, or another country like India or Europe. So then they across Indonesian territory, or at this moment across probably between Indonesia and Singapore in the Selat Malacca. And then because of this, because we are in the international trades roads, then we become easier to accept culture from other civilization. It is make our language become unique and diverse at the same time. And oh yeah, I am almost forget to tell you about the book that I read, the Indonesian book. There is Dunia Kali. Probably if you are profound about writing in Indonesia, you probably hear about this writer, Putuh EA, because he kind of a person that founds a Mojok, I guess, because they have a big role in this published Mojok. They are kind of to kind of in the Mojok, they are kind of have two publisher. One is Mojok, and then another is EA book. Mojok mostly publish about fictions, and also what you say is contemporary writing like essay, that something like that. But EA book only non-fiction stories that they publish. So if you look at Mojok, you can see they publish like a poetry, like a poems book, and also a novel or a short story, and then also essays. I'm already read two books from Mojok. First, I'm read Kalimar Driasi. Kalimar Driasi book is she talking about Islam. It's very unique perspective, I would say, because Kalis Madriasih, from the book I read about, he writes about the title is Hijrah jangan jauh-jauh nanti kesasar, if I'm not mistaken. So it means that I don't know what this hijrah mean in English. Probably it kind of pilgrim, but pilgrim is not something. Pilgrim probably about something that very physically you go take a journey physically, but hijrah is something you not doing it physically, but of course it can meaning physically. You move from one place to another place, but hijrah in this book, it means that something you move from good persons into a better person, or bad person into a good person. So you're moving forward into become better is what is called hijrah. But he said that don't too far. So if you want move, become forwards, become more religious, don't too far, because you probably become lost. It means that you probably become an extremist. That is what she want to tell, I guess, in that story. It's very unique because he perspective first, he very traditional. He learned the Islam in the traditional background, Nahdlatul Ulama, and then he also have this modern view, very contemporary view, and that very I guess make become rich. His book become rich with more. We can looking Islam from broad view, that Islam not a religion that extremist, and then Islam can can get along with the modernity. This is what she want to say from this book. Of course, I can't explain this book freely. I can't explain it properly to you because my English skill, but probably you can understand what I want to say about the Kalis Madriasih book. And the second book that I read from Mojok is Sabda Armandilo's book, novel. It called 24 Hours with Gaspar. It's a detective stories, but not really a detective stories. And when in the cover I see it is a detective story, then I open the book and finish it, and I kind of confused what is a detective story anyway. It's not like Agatha Christie novel, as or Sherlock Holmes. If you very profound about what is profound about detective novel, probably you hear about Agatha Christie and Sherlock Holmes, because these two writers very popular. I say that I'm not really fans of two of them. I'm not really fans of mystery or detective story, but yeah, I still find it interesting. The novel, even though not as I expected, but I still find it worth reading because it's very interesting. There are many information codes, and one of the most remembering quotes in this novel is, memories look good when it already passed, or you just imagine in the will happen in the future. And in Indonesia it says, sesuatu itu tampak indah apabila kamu melihatnya, melihat. I very hard to explain it to remember, but the idea of this code is everything looks very nice, very interesting when it's already in the past or still in the future. So what he want to state in this word is that we have to be grateful with what we have in present time. Is very important. Probably it's kind of Lao Tzu words, yeah? Oh no, it's not Lao Tzu word, but more a monk from Tibet. I forget who it is. Or Dalai Lama, because I think the person who said that, um, about today, about present day, about tomorrow, and about yesterday. If you're very profound about this code, probably you know about it. And then it is the book I want to finish. Then Dunia Kali from Putuh EA. Putuh EA already wrote many books, whether it's a novel or essay, something like this. It's not a novel. It is life story. You cannot memoir, but he wrote it in a funny way, very humorous book about his child. The thing I learned about this book so far, that I don't have a capability to have a child mentally and financially at the time. Yeah, I think it is because have a child make you become busy all the time, and you don't have enough sleep, and also you want to reach your pocket deeply to spend in education, and about daily costs, about and many things. So not at the moment I want to have a child, but yeah, probably someday, but yeah, probably not forever, but I don't want to think much about it at the moment. And then yeah, what I learned then so far it is that become a father is very complicated, especially in this moment that where everything become expensive and we are tends to busy all the time. It's very different when I live here in the city. When I compare when I still live in the village a few months ago, that there are life become cozy because we are have very free time after working. We have long hour to to mind another thing that probably not really important, but we enjoy, like walking on the street, meet up people, and then talking, chatting with friends, with another society member. And then sometime when afternoon I went to the sea, and then I took a swimming there, and behind my house in the village we kind of have that private beach, and a wonderful and a beautiful and a very nice place to stay. And I also planted some trees there, a kind of birch trees that I hope it will become bigger. It grows bigger when I back into my village. I don't know where. If I am not accepted in the scholarship, which is happen tomorrow in the interview in the morning, I probably will back home for next month, probably around 1 month, just to make a clear on my head. But I'm not really sure. I hope that I accepted in the scholarship, so I can still live here to learn more the language, because my program probably ended for 10 August next month, which is very close to my birthday. And then after that I become 27, which is scary. I don't want to become more older, but time like a pass so fast. And then very hard for me to accept it. I think it's probably hard for people to accept it. Yeah, it's very really different perspective. When I was younger, like a child, or probably when I'm still in junior high school, I always have this thought that I want to become adult soon. But when now at this moment, I don't want to become older fast. I want to be younger again, like when I still in the college, because in the college is very have nice memory. So but it is life, so I need to face it. However, then yeah, I need to accept it. I become older every day, and then I make sure myself spends and enjoy every moment, and then prepare for my future. Then make nice life, comfortable life, and then yeah. I almost finished it, and after this, probably I want to read about this novel again. Not novel, the stories again. This Dunia Kali, in English, Dunia Kali, it means Kali Wars. Kali is a child. He is a Putuh EA son. So this book about Kali, from he was born until he was gone to the school. Yeah. It I'm very happy to talking today, and then I just feel very easy and nice to talk with you, and I cannot smile very much. It's not really happen every day to me, but I don't know. It's just that probably my mood's very good today, and I don't know not the reason to explain it, but I feel happy to make this video, and even though it's already 20 minutes, more than 20 minutes, but I still want to talk. I want to, but there, because there are many things to do, and after that I want to read the book, and yeah, probably I want to write, but not really sure. I think I'm enough today because I'm already completes my goal 1000 words, and today I am read almost 1400, I guess. Yeah, it is what I remember that I wrote, of course. And yeah, today that I don't really have social life. I don't really communicate with people because I'm very busy, and then I'm just because when I'm busy, I just in the course place there are only 5 people there. Seven actually. One is tutor, and that one is assistant of tutor. But in this class, we don't really interact because we focus on learning, right? But here in the course, I'm also not really talking with this person because I'm busy with my short story, and then I have a little bit nerves today, and they are also busy because all of them is a tutor, so I'm only a student here. And yeah, but I'm pretty much the oldest person here, so I kind of lame for this. Yeah, because I'm skipped my 3 years into farming, but I not regret this because I got many lessons there. Mostly about life, because I love it very much. About life, about doing plantation and going to the mountain, live with my mom and my dad. Even though we don't have I don't say that we hate each other, but we don't get along so well too. But yeah, we are pretty good. I'm called my mom and my dad so often, even though not every day, but we still communicate very well. But it's just like another family that we're not really what you say it. Probably every family have their own culture, and our culture kind of little bit cold. We don't tell a joke, or we don't laugh together. We face life very serious, and I think it make a big influence into me. This is why I don't smile very much. This is the people impression toward me. So they kind of say that, oh, you are so arrogant. You don't Why you don't smile when I talk about you? I don't know. It's just very hard for me. Not very hard, but it's just kind of strange, and I don't really sure the reason why. Probably I know the reason why, but I'm not really sure whether I want to talk you about it because it's very private matter, I guess. And then yeah, but our family very well about also about my brother. Sometimes we chat in the WhatsApp, even though we barely speaking. We barely meet each other. I remember that we meet kind of like 2 or 3 years once in a lifetime because we live in different city right now. Some of them live in Natuna, some of them in the Pontianak, and I live here in Java. So we have a different life and different direction, but we still communicate in the WhatsApp group, which is very great, I guess. We What the most important is about the family, that still we care each other, even though we not talking each other, we not looking each other, we not communicate so often, but deep inside in our heads, that at our hearts, that we care each other, that when someone hurt, not in the good condition and probably sick, or probably have health problem and financial problem, one or another will help the other. So I think it's more important about family, because families is the closest relationship I have, more than friends, or even romantic relationship. I never have a romantic relationship, so I don't really understand about it. I'm not the kind of person you probably talk about a romantic thing, because I'm very sucks in it, and I don't really sure why. Probably because I'm not really open my heart into the someone. Okay, probably I'm stop to talking with you. It's very nice evening to talk, and I hope that you enjoy your life. And then when we meet again, I hope that I have many things to talk to improve my English skill. And if you watch until this last minute of the video, I want to say thank you, and I very appreciate it. And good night.